The rise of AI and social media has made information faster and more accessible, but it has also made it harder to verify what is true and reliable. The rapid growth of artificial intelligence and social media has changed the way people communicate, learn, and understand the world. Today's platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube allow information to spread instantly across the globe. While this provides convenience and easy access to knowledge, it also creates challenge in determining what is true and trustworthy. Artificial intelligence can now generate realistic images, videos, voices, and written content that are often difficult to distinguish from reality. This situation raises important philosophical questions about truth and knowledge. How do we know whether information is reliable? Should people trust AI systems and social media platforms? These questions relate to epistemology, the branch of philosophy that studies knowledge, truth, and justification. In today's digital age, learning how to think critically and evaluate information has become more important than ever.
Epistemology is the study of knowledge. It focuses on how humans gain knowledge and how we decide whether something is true or false. Epistemology also explains the difference between facts, beliefs, and opinions. In today's digital world, people receive information very quickly through social media, news, and the internet. However, not all information online is trustworthy. Some information can be misleading or completely false. Because of this, epistemology is important as it encourages people to think critically, question sources, and verify information before believing or sharing it.
To answer our main question, who should we trust? We have to understand one foundational concept: source credibility in this digital age. When we look at the sheer volume of information coming from generative AI, YouTube videos, or social media feeds, it's easy to fall into a trap of absolute cynicism. It's easy to assume that because something is online or AI generated, it must be a lie, but that is a deeply flawed mindset. The core of this concept is simple. Technology is just the delivery mechanism, but human critical thinking is the ultimate filter. Just because an algorithm or an AI generated a piece of text doesn't automatically mean it's incorrect. In fact, a vast amount of information available on the online is highly accurate and incredibly useful. Two isn't the platform itself, it is how humans use their own critical thinking to evaluate that platform's credibility. Hurriedly measure source credibility today, we have to rely on three practical pillars. The first one, original verification. AI and search engines don't correct facts out of thin air. Pass the digital interface and ask, is this tool pulling from a peer-reviewed study, a primary source, or just a random blog post? Second one, systemic accountability. Be corrected. Platforms that feature open edit histories and crowdsourced corrections, like X community notes, shows that digital platform can have a self-correcting truth mechanism when human oversight is active. And the third one, cross-examination. This is where the human element comes in. A smart user doesn't just take an AI response or a viral video at face value and call it a day. They use technology as a starting point to get summary, and then cross-check those points against trusted database and primary records. So, when we ask who should trust, the answer is clear. We should expect AI or social media to be ultimate keeper of truth. Trust is only justified when we as human beings use these digital tools responsibly and apply a strict method of verification.
Now, let's connect epistemology to a current issue: social media, fake news, and artificial intelligence. Today, we receive information very quickly through platforms like TikTok, Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook. Sometimes a post becomes viral and many people believe it immediately without checking whether it's true. This is important for our topic because epistemology is about knowledge, truth, belief, and justification. Based on a report from the World Economic Forum, UNESCO, and more, misinformation has become a serious current issue, especially because of social media and AI-generated content. The World Economic Forum Global Risk Report 2024 stated that misinformation and disinformation are among the biggest short-term global risks. This is where epistemology becomes important. It asks us, how do we know something is true? Is it enough to say, I saw it online? Or do we need evidence, reliable source, or proper justification? For example, AI can now create fake images, fake voice, and deep fake video that looks and sound real. UNESCO explains that deepfake and AI-generated content can be used to spread disinformation and cause harm. This means something can look real, sound real, and still be fake. Another issue is that many people trust influencer or viral posts more than actual experts. The Reuters Institute Digital Report also says that concerns about misinformation have increased as people get news from digital platforms and social media. Health misinformation is also a good example. According to the WHO, an infodemic means too much information, including false or misleading information, especially during health crisis. This can confuse people and reduce trust in reliable authorities. So from an epistemological view, we should not believe something just because it is viral, emotional, or shared by someone famous. Before we believe or share information, we should ask, is the source reliable? Is there evidence? Can it be verified by other trusted source? Well, in conclusion, fake news, AI, and social media show why epistemology is still relevant today. It teaches us how to think critically and not blindly believe everything we see online.
Okay, so now I will talk about critical evaluation and comparison. So for critical evaluation, look at facts and reason, not just how sure someone sounds or how they make you feel. This means asking, what evidence support this, instead of trusting someone only because they seem confident or emotional. Find out who is saying something and what they want from it. If someone profits from clicks, sales, or attention, their message might be biased, so checking their motive helps you judge the claim more fairly. Prefer people who admit mistakes, explain how they work, and say sorry when wrong. Being open about errors and method shows intellectual honesty, which makes a source more trustworthy in the long term. For important things, check with at least 2 other trusted people who are not linked. This cross-checking reduces the chance that you are inside an echo chamber or falling for the same mistake again. Remember that your feelings and all beliefs can make the belief false thing online. Social media and AI often fit what we already like or fear. So we must pause and ask, would I still believe this if it felt uncomfortable? And last is change your mind when you find better information, not just stick to your first idea. This is a core idea in good thinking. Being flexible and updating your beliefs when the evidence changes is a sign of strength, not weakness. So now I will talk about comparison between AI and social media. So AI helps us think and make content, while social media helps us share things and get attention. So in short, AI works inside the content, while social media works with that content spread and who sees it. AI can read and summarize fast but can also make up false info, while social media can show many views but can spread lies too. So both can be useful, but both can be dangerous if you don't check their outputs carefully. AI often hides what it uses and how it thinks, while social media hides how it picks what you see. This opacity makes it hard to trust either fully because we cannot see what behind the answer or feeds. Use AI as helper, not the final answer, while use social media to ask questions, not to decide what is true. AI can draft and suggest, social media can inspire and provoke, but neither should be the last stop in your search for knowledge. And last is that both AI and social media can help or hurt our learning, depending on how we use them. So if we use them with critical habits like checking resources, comparing evidence, and staying open to change, they can support with good knowledge. But if we use them blindly, they can mislead us.
And now we are at the reflection part of this topic. In conclusion, it is important not to believe everything we see online, including information from AI and social media, because some content might be inaccurate or misleading. We should always check facts using reliable and trusted sources before accepting or sharing information. Epistemology reminds us to think critically about how we know something is true and where the information comes from. By practicing critical thinking, we can better identify misinformation and make wiser decisions. Everyone also has a responsibility to use and share information carefully so that the online community becomes more trustworthy and informed. This topic helped me realize how easily false information can be spread online, especially through AI and social media platforms. Although technology can be very helpful in providing quick access to information, it can also sometimes mislead people if the content is not verified properly. Because of this, it is important to think carefully before believing or sharing anything online. Practicing critical thinking and fact-checking in our daily lives can help us avoid misinformation and make better decisions. Overall, this topic has made me more aware of the importance of being responsible and careful when using and sharing information online.